You ever wonder what it's like to play in the NHL? You're about to find out.
Here we go, boys. Here we go.
Battle!
That's it, boys.
Anything goes here. I don't have the puck!
You want a day off tomorrow? Well, a tie's no freaking good.
Shoot one about this high, and I'll tip it in.
Let me see it, boys. Let me see it.
Go try this at home.
We got to skate, play hard, be strong on the boards.
Congratulations, man. It's awesome, good.
Come with me.
This is a must for us. A must. Get fired up, get ready to go, and have fun doing it.
Go up! Go up!
The party is about to begin here at the Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum. And at long, long last, the New York Islanders will join the chase for the Stanley Cup. The Islanders have made the playoffs.
4 Stanley Cup banners hang in the home of the New York Islanders. But for the past 7 seasons, those days seem like a distant memory. Year after year of missing the playoffs, numerous ownership changes and constant player turnover have tested the Islanders' faithful. But now, thanks to stable ownership, the pride is back. And this year's team is in the spotlight once again. In the next hour, you'll meet some of the men responsible for the new-look Islanders.
I think if you ask other teams, they'd come out and say that we work pretty hard. We have enough skill and enough talent to be successful, but that without work ethic isn't enough to win hockey games. So we've made it a point to try and match the other team's work ethic and intensity, or better it on most nights. And I think that's been a reason why we've been able to be successful.
Pekka on a breakaway, shoots, and he scores! The Islanders win it in overtime! Michael Pekka on the breakaway!
He's brought leadership in the locker room. He's brought a winning attitude.
Same way, Scotch, eh? Matty, Kipper.
Defensively, he's one of our plus-minus leaders.
We're going to try and do a better job eliminating to get turnovers, hey? They're going to try and look to make plays all the time.
I think the thing maybe that catches people is that he's having a pretty good year offensively. His line is the line that carried us through the start of the year.
Good play. Look at that magic by Yashin, who that steps up, down low, score! What a play by Yashin!
With him may come a reputation that's not really deserved. If you ever got to talk to Alexei, you'd find out that he's a great team guy. He's a great person. He's very quiet. There's no ego or attitude about him whatsoever. Another thing is that he's probably one of the most skilled players in the league. Just natural talent, ability with the puck, ability to create things in small spaces.
Another marvelous play by Alexei Yashin.
Probably one of the best in the league.
Osgood the save! Chris Osgood saves the Islanders!
I think everybody was a little bit shocked that he was made available through waivers. And luckily for us, we had the #1 pick on the waiver list, so we were able to snag him. And when he came here with a great attitude. He came here with a winning tradition and a winning experience from Detroit.
Osgood with his arms up over his head coming out. The Detroit Red Wings have won the Stanley Cup for the 2nd year in a row.
When you go through waivers, it can make you question yourself a little bit. And it was a chance for him to gain some respect back, and that's exactly what he did by going out and being named Player of the Month in the National Hockey League and putting up the numbers that he did. So I think he got that back by coming here and playing the way that he did.
Adrian O'Korn has been just great all season long.
He goes without much mention. He's been carrying anywhere from 25 to 38 minutes a game pretty much the whole year. And they're big minutes also. He plays with Kenny Janssen, and I think Kenny complements him. Kenny makes Oki a better player, and Adrian makes Kenny a better player too. They're a good pair, and we feel confident putting them out there against other teams' top line.
Jason Blake has been unbelievable for the Islanders.
As a player, he's a spark plug. He provides a lot of energy for our team out there, and he's able to bring people out of their seats with his speed and tenacity.
Islanders win it! How do you like that?
A lot of the players on our team, Pekka and Yashin and Osgood, and even the players who were here who hadn't experienced some success, it's almost like we've had something to prove to the rest of the league. Pekka had to prove that he was a good player and that he fought for the right things, and Yashin had to prove the same thing, and Osgood had to prove that he's a better goaltender than waivers, and the players here had to prove that they were winners. And there was a lot of things that I think players had to stand up and say.
The players may be on a mission, but it's the coach's job to keep them on course.
Most importantly, play with some emotion out there. All the time, every shift, emotion. Right or wrong, whatever the system is, whatever we do, whatever mistakes we make, do them hard. Play with emotion.
That's where we're at every day. We talk about establishing ourselves as one of the better teams in the league, and our goal is still to go as far as we can in the playoffs and hopefully get to the finals and play for a championship.
Who's got the next goal in here, forwards? We got to pick it up.
Family life during the season is a lot tougher, I think, especially for a coach, where you don't go home right after practice, or you're always in here trying to do something.
Hammer, walk away from where you want to pass it. If you want Kip to shoot it, walk to Yash, back to Kip. If you want Yash to shoot it, walk to Kip, back to him.
It consumes a lot of time, and it consumes a lot of your family life. And I think if my wife if she weren't on board with us 100%, it would make it more difficult to do my job. And she's been great from the start. When we got into this 5 years ago, get into coaching at a level two leagues down from this, you know, we knew that it would consume our lives and consume our time if we were going to try and make it to the National Hockey League.
I addressed it beforehand, so start banging bodies. Get with the program and get on it. We got to get better than that. They're going to come out hungry.
It pretty much for 9 months revolves around her taking care of our family. And if I didn't have the strength from my wife at home, it would almost be impossible.
While the coach opts for family surroundings, some Islanders prefer fraternity life.
They're just animals, I guess.
The animal house that's been pegged as.
Here we are, right here, fellas.
Nothing is over until we decide it is.
It's definitely wild and crazy.
Was it over when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor?
Guys leaving crap everywhere, but, you know, it's all good fun.
I'm not gonna take this.
One word is bizarre.
All sorts of different characters are here with Batesy and the way he doesn't shut up.
No!
Cairns in the way he likes to lay around, do his own thing. Webby's kind of all over the place a little bit, and I just kind of like to sit back and watch and laugh.
Hey, this is what Webby stick looks like in the locker room right there. Things are going good.
Back in September, Mark Parrish and the guys came up to me and asked if I needed a place to stay, and at that time I did. And you know, I really was running out of choices, so you know, I moved in here in October, and it's been a great time ever since.
Living with 3 other athletes, nothing ever stops. The phones don't stop ringing. Basically, the best part about being is you always have different personalities to be around all the time, and we all enjoy our jobs and what we do, and we're always in great moods, and it's probably the funnest time, the best time we're going to have in our life.
Next on All Access, an off day at the Animal House proves to be both adventurous and revealing.
I think Kanji left his button yesterday's underwear, so he has nothing good to talk about, okay?
Pass to Hammerlich, deep slot, flips inside of the net, shot, score! Avernet Coin! Bergman then lost it, and then Webb just pounds Tucker into the near glass. Nice rebound, ends up in behind. Here's Yashin from the right circle, score! Alexei Yashin!
Hey guys, good
Morning.
Good morning, Eric.
Morning.
How you doing?
Sorry, I'm tired. We had a game last night, and everybody's tired after a game. We got to wake up early, and you know, myself personally, I had treatment to go to, so I had to get up a little bit earlier.
Yeah, well, Eric Cairns came in my room early about 8 a.m. and he said that the TV crew was on the way, or you guys were here already. And I think I was still in a little daze there. And then Mark came in like 5 minutes after and was like, you coming out? And I'm still in a daze. And Unfortunately, the door opened and I thought I was looking at some headlights. And it was you guys coming in my bedroom, which was all right because my alarm, I was better than waking up to the alarm clock, that's for sure. But it was pretty funny, and I appreciate you guys waking me up.
Batesy likes to sleep in, Parrish likes to sleep in, and Cairns is pretty much a rock. So it's pretty much, those three are just, they constantly sleep all day.
You know what, that's not true.
First guy up's usually Webby. He's pretty good at getting up when he has to get up and going to practice. He likes to get there plenty early, have about a dozen coffees or so. He definitely loves his coffee. I think he stops at 2 or 3 Dunkin' Donuts on the way there too, so.
Well, I'm an early riser. I get up out of bed. I'm pretty easy going. I think it's due to my father. It's the way he is, and I'm up and at him right away. I can jump out of bed and get going right away, whereas a few other guys take some time. By halfway to the rink, they might wake up, or maybe even halfway through practice for a couple of them.
Mark Parrish is grumpy. The reason why we call him grumpy is because if you've ever seen him in the morning waking up or anytime he's taking a nap, it usually takes him probably 4 to 5 hours to get into reality.
It's actually funny. Grumpy was my nickname back in high school. I used to have it because I'm not much of a morning person.
He lives the name well. He supports it. He's got Grumpy written on his gloves at the rink, and he's pretty, when he wakes up in the morning, he doesn't say too much. He's pretty much to himself, and you kind of leave him that way until he wakes up.
Mark Parrish is a late sleeper. He's always the last one to leave the house, and you can ask all my other roommates.
I like my bed. I don't like getting out of it.
I like to get out of the house and get to the rink a couple hours before practice and prepare myself for the skate. But Parry, he's on his own program, and everyone knows that.
8:45. Finally going to the rink. I'm usually the last one up. I'm not a morning person, so I like to catch as much sleep as I can. I actually usually listen to Howard Stern. Listen to hear what he has to say this morning or make fun of or whatever he usually does. Last year when we got noticed, we were scared to death of what the people might say to us. Being the last place team in the league, we weren't favorites out here on the island, but this year, people are incredible. The fans are they've been awesome. At the rink, away from the rink, they've been great coming up and getting autographs and everything, and most of them just want to come up and shake your hand and talk for a little while, and it's pretty awesome. Every now and then we run into the occasional Ranger fan out here on the island, and that's not too good. They usually got their chosen words to say to us, or sure God knows what they'd want to do to us, but their rivalry is definitely very heated still.
Mark got off to a really, really good start. Started scoring a lot of goals for us, and hasn't stopped. He's a pure goal scorer. That's what he does, and that's what he's been doing.
He's a goal scorer that gets all his goals in front of the net by getting punished in front of the net. He takes a beating every night, and he wears it on his sleeve when he goes into the zone every time to take a hit to make a play.
I think it hasn't really hit me yet, to be honest with you. When I was growing up, the coolest thing was to make the Bloomington Jefferson varsity hockey team in high school. I figured that would be the end-all be-all for me. And then I had to play hockey and get a scholarship out of the deal, and it just it was almost like a snowball effect. I didn't really expect anything. It all just kind of came to me, and like you said, I've kind of been riding the wave ever since.
You know, everybody's pretty well strictly business today. Wasn't much yapping going on. Batesy was quiet, and for the most part, anyway.
Kennedy! I forgot I got the mic. These guys are laughing over in the corner.
He doesn't stop, nonstop. We saw him, you know, he's always jabbing.
Hey, what's this? Go, 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 go! Get it to the D here. Just swing to my side, screw him up a little bit, okay? Yeah.
He doesn't stop moving. He's all over the freaking place, and he never stops talking.
Steady! it, Chow! Shoot it!
And that's why we call him Donkey.
We have to explain donkey.
Donkey comes from the movie Shrek. If any of you have ever seen it, obviously, that Eddie Murphy's character.
He's the little guy that follows the big guy around everywhere and, you know, always at his side, nipping at his heels, you know, talking, pick me, all over the place. You know, that's Batesy. If any word describes him as donkey from Shrek.
That is Batesy to a T.
That's not true. You believe this guy? Oh boy. You gonna do anything after?
Next, the animal house turns into a zoo when the boys come home from practice.
Come on in.
I'm going up.
I'm not letting you go to my room.
I got it. I'm doing a tour of the house. This is Cairns' hat.
I'm going with you.
Get out of here. I'll show you my birthday suit after.
Welcome back to NHL All Access. While the boys head back to the animal house after practice, Alexei Yashin stayed behind for an interview with the mini media.
Which teams do you think are the best in the NFL?
NFL?
I mean NHL.
NFL? 49ers? It's a lot of very good teams, yeah, and I mean, Colorado have been great, New Jersey, you know, St. Louis, and New York Islanders.
Did you choose the number 79, like for your number?
Yes, I did, yeah.
Why did you choose it?
That's what I said, because Brian Tretier was retired and I played with 19 for many years, and from my perspective, I don't know how the people think, but it's look a little bit like 19, so that's why I choose 79.
Who influenced you to play hockey?
Probably my parents, you know, they've been big hockey fans for many years, and it's just people, they put me on the skates first time when I was little, and they still like to watch every game I played, so I had great support from my parents, and it's just great to have them on my side.
How many goals did you score in your entire NHL career?
You have to count it now. It's better look at the statistics. I think I scored 30, 15, 16, how many? 61, 35, 96, 32, 128, 44, and 40. Somewhere around 200, 210.
Great, thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Alexei Yashin puts on another clinic.
Well, we just got done with practice. We're in Syosset here. We're on our way back to a beautiful Garden City. Back to the animal house.
I've been here 5-6 months.
Right. He knows nothing.
I still know how to get home.
Cairns, he's been here for years. He doesn't know his way around this island at all. He is awful.
But he's a good kid. He's gonna shoot me.
What was that for?
He's gonna shoot me.
But he's a good kid.
But he's a good guy.
Take your head out of his head. Holy Jesus.
Hey, I don't want that monster coming at me. Any more than you do.
Pretty much what happens every day. Perry and Batesy cut on each other a little bit, discuss where they want to go eat, what they want to go eat, then they couldn't figure it out probably, and eventually just ordered pizza like every other day.
Some pizza? That would be a no.
Me?
What are you in the mood for?
I'm in the mood to run this frickin' Connecticut person over. God.
The grumpiest man alive right here.
Only in the mornings. And practices just happen to be in the morning.
Try to watch a TV show with them.
I'm not grumpy when I'm watching TV.
No, you just don't pay attention to anyone around you.
You don't say anything interesting, I'm not gonna listen.
In front of the TV, forget about it. You try and ask him a question, what do you want for dinner, Mark? What do you want? He sits there like this. Non-stop, all the time, but he's a great guy too.
It takes you about 10 marks to get his attention. Mark.
If you could learn how to say my name,
hey, that's
I might
a Boston
pay attention.
accent, Sonny. Webby, we're rolling a TV show in Perry's car. What? We're coming home in about 2 minutes. Steve Webb. All right, bye. Oh, I didn't understand one word he said. Cairns, is your room open or? All right, stay down. I got a little tour. Stay down. I'm going up.
I'm not letting you go to my room.
I got it. I'm doing a tour of the house.
I'm going with you.
Can you come with me? Okay, we'll go to Parrish room first. Yadity! Oh boy! Now, as you can see, bed not made. That's pretty messy. On the dresser here, if you take it around here, very unorganized. Yeah, and his nickname is Baby Doll, but no one has to know that. No one has to know that. No one has to know that. Just a pretty basic room. Oh, you know what I can show you? If you want to step out here, his girlfriend actually was a Minnesota Viking cheerleader. Where he's right here. That's Mark's girlfriend. She was a former Viking cheerleader, so the boys have been talking, and he's been seeing Nikki for quite some time now. And if you look at that middle word that says diamond, and you know what goes along with that. So we're gonna see what happens in the near future and take it from there. So right now we're taking. Hey, what are you doing? We'll take it on to Eric Cairns' room right down the hallway here. What'd you do? Nothing. Nothing. I'm doing a tour of the house, please. What are you doing? It's like a ducky tour. Get off. This is Mark Parrish, everyone. Oh, here we go. This is Eric Cairns' room. As you can see, we got a big king-size bed here for a big guy. He's about 6'6", 230, 240, and he needs a lot of room and a lot of space, so that's what he has over here. And now he's just got this TV over here. If you want to take a look at one thing here, guys, a lot of clothes. This guy has a lot of clothes cramped up in the small closet. Webby, his room, it was clean today, but usually it looks like a Tomahawk missile hit it.
You go down there, it looks like a nuclear missile came through there.
All right, we're just gonna take a little trip down to the dungeon, they call it. This is where we go down to get away from things once in a while.
He's another one. He lives in the dungeon downstairs, and it's a good name for his room.
It's got everything you want. Nice little room here. You got a couch, TV. Not too much, pretty laid back for a single guy.
Yep, this is what we call the dungeon down here. This is where Steve Webb sleeps at night. You know, sleeps all day actually because he's so lazy, but never mind that. He's down here for, probably 20 out of 24 hours. He's got his brand new computer over here to the right.
Over here is where we download music, we search the internet. We get our music for our dressing room here. Parrish is basically down here full time making the music for us. He knows all the bands. He's into the music thing, and he spends a lot of time watching the MTV and stuff, getting good tunes. And it's a good setup for that.
Oh. You want to back up? Are we still on? Yeah. Oh, okay. I think his biggest prized possession here would be his Wayne Gretzky autographed jersey.
Got a Gretzky jersey. I got at an auction this year. It was signed at a silent auction, and gonna wait to get that framed when I get home in the summer. This is what I wear most of the time. I want to save it. I don't want to wear it out. I want to save it for when I go home in the summer. A nice cool shots hat.
This is the dungeon. As you can see, it's awfully dark down here. So let's go up to. I guess we'll take you upstairs to the hallway there and show you some light. Here's the pizza guy. Uh-oh. We have the pizza guy. Hey, pizza guy.
We're all pretty big eaters. I think maybe Batesy might take the cake.
I don't know about that. We can all eat pretty good.
You know what? I think Webby does.
Webby takes the cake.
Webby doesn't stop eating.
No, I can't leave myself out of the equation. I also, I'm a big guy. I like to eat too, so.
This guy is a human garbage disposal. He's got to watch out. I already said it earlier, but if we run out of food, he'll start eating his fingers. And that's not good. So let's try to feed this guy first and foremost. Not only is he the biggest, but he's the toughest, so we don't have a choice.
Yeah, that's not from playing the piano right there.
His breath is kicking like Bruce Lee, so.
We try and jab on him to shut him down, but it just doesn't work because he always has a line back for us, so.
Like a boost on that man right there. Oh.
You know what? I think Kanji left his butt in yesterday's underwear.
I think the thing to do with him is ignore him, and then eventually he'll go away.
Whoa, I don't know about that.
Everything with Batesy gets a little tense from now and then. He's a Boston boy, he likes to stir the pot.
Now let me show you Shawn Bates' room. Come on in.
Oh, cleaner!
There he is back there talking now. Usually it's a disaster. Today it looks good just for you guys. You see him, you'll come in here. You guys probably saw him this morning, laying in bed. I can't believe how neat this is. He's got his closet here. He's got his shoes down here. I'm gonna open the closet and see what's going on in here. Oh, look at this. He got his grandpa's golf shirt right here. It must be a cold horse somewhere. It looks like a real nice horse blanket he's got going right here. He's got to dust off his wall, get a new wardrobe. What else we got in here? And then he's got his little Irish party hat that comes out every once in a while, and maybe we'll get him to try it on for you later. He looks pretty cute in it. That's what the girls say anyways.
This would definitely fit Eric Cairns. This is Cairns' hat. He didn't want me to show you this, but this is what he walks around the house with, little St. Patty's Day hat. So he's gonna kill me for showing you that, but you know what? Who cares? He's all over me earlier. Now it's a little payback. So thanks for coming, guys. Hopefully everything went on as well as planned. So we're out of here. Yep. Peace.
Center ice, carries over the leaf line, took it down the slot, he shoots, he scores! Shawn Bates with a penalty shot goal! Islanders 4, Leafs 3 with 2:30 to go in the third! And the Coliseum rocking again! Ahead now is Parrish. Parrish tried to finesse his way by Colin White, who lost his stick. Flung around behind and controlled there. It is Blake looking to the front. Bent one for Parrish, and it's blocked aside. Another one, they score! The Islanders have connected. Jason Blake will get an assist.
Jason, a nice way to introduce yourself to your new mates, I guess.
It's great. It's a great feeling to come to Long Island and hopefully get a great opportunity to play here and hopefully make it a good home for me.
Here. What's that? Is it a birdie? Where's the birdie go?
I'd say that Jason Blake's house, it's probably a madhouse with a little baby running around. A lot of diapers, a lot of dirty diapers, probably a lot of food, a lot of screaming, a lot of crying.
No, you don't want to change your diaper? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You don't want to change your diaper. Okay, we won't change it. We won't change your diaper. Here.
I'm not ready for the marriage, let alone the kid thing. My brother's got a couple, so they're perfect. I can go play with them, and as soon as they start crying, I can give them back to them.
How big's Lauren? So big. He's so big. So big. Lauren, how big's Lauren? So big. Yay!
He's a great dad. He's awesome. He spends a lot of time with her, and he loves being with her, and he'll, do just about anything for her.
What's this?
He's already talking about the cars and clothes and all the stuff he's gonna buy her. You can have anything you want, Lauren.
Islanders centerman Jason Blake is completing his first full season on the island as a feisty, energetic playmaker for one of the NHL's most surprising teams. But he's already finished his first year in a different occupation: fatherhood.
She's been wonderful the whole year that she's been here. Even the nights that I didn't get any sleep, it was still well worth it for me losing sleep having her around. And now she's sleeping through the night, so it's great. I finally get a good night's rest, and so does my wife. So it's probably been harder on her than it has on me, definitely.
Probably worse on him because I'm crabby because I don't get the sleep.
Sleep schedules aside, nothing compares to an NHL schedule. And the Blakes soon learned that day-to-day living for an NHL family is best defined as home or away.
I'm pretty able to do just about anything. The only thing is just having someone around, like if you wanted to take a shower or run to the grocery store by yourself or even put the garbage out, just little things like that. But, you know, that's just part of the deal.
You know, in our profession, just the downtime, you know, is spent with your family, and especially her, because, you know, you don't get the chance to wake up every morning to see her or say goodnight every night, and so it is hard. So I would say, you know, being married and versus single, it's just your downtime, and every second that I get, I want to spend with her and Sara.
Hi.
After graduating from the University of North Dakota as a two-time Hobie Baker Award finalist, Jason signed with the Orlando Solar Bears of the IHL for a short stint before catching the eye of an NHL scout.
I think it was probably my fifth game or my fourth game playing in Orlando. We were on the road in Cleveland, and there was an LA scout there, and I got to play my first NHL hockey game the next day, so it was pretty exciting. I was overwhelmed with everything going on during that day to begin with, but that added a little more pressure
and
to
then
it
you got a
all.
goal.
And then I scored too.
He was
so.
all like,
little kid at the candy
He's
store.
so excited. Sir, I've got Luke Robitaille, Rob Blake. And that was hilarious.
Jason's playing days in LA came to an end in the early half of the 2000-2001 season when he was traded to the Islanders for future considerations. The young and hungry Islanders were a welcome change from the older, veteran-clad Kings, and Jason fit in immediately.
You know, I came here last year not knowing what to expect. I knew that they were pretty much out of the playoffs when I got here, so just come and play and have fun, and you know, things worked out well. I got a great opportunity here last year, and I thank the organization for giving me that, and you know, they showed their appreciation in the summertime, so everything worked out well.
Center, number 55, Jason. Becker carries in, right to the net, takes the pass, he scores!
Jason Blake has played hard. He's played hard every shift. He's just gone out and he's played. He just kept going, running over people, pushing, shoving, the whole thing. Blake and Housley involved behind the net. I'm not sure they knew what they were doing.
That'll look good.
Yeah.
He's always got his mouth going 100 miles an hour, and I'm like, okay, well, here's the little guy. Let's go pick on him.
McKenna's wrestling with Jason Blake.
That's why Blake wanted to do that. He had to jump on the stepladder to grab him.
Jason, oh my goodness. I'm like, we gotta put some weight on you, or you gotta start wearing a cage or something.
Bleeding from the mouth. Boy, he took a tremendous hit from Kasperitis.
I mean, he's fast, but some of those big guys are fast too.
There's been a few times this year that I've gotten hit that I watch and I'm like, how in the heck did I get up after that hit?
He's going to potentially cost an ice hit, but Blake has other ideas. But oh, does he take a spill? Jason Blake got tangled up, and they both went in, as you saw, very, very hard.
I guess it's just part of the deal.
Just keep on going.
Live pictures from the world's most famous arena. And tonight on MSG, it is the New York Rangers and the New York Islanders. Both teams playing for pride for the most part.
I relive this moment probably a million times in my head. You know, everyone knows how big the Ranger Islander games are, and I think it was just exciting. You know, you're so pumped, and then we have morning skate, and then I come in and I get a call from my wife, and she's kind of crying on the other end, but I can't hear her that much because my cell phone doesn't come in the hotel. So it kind of, she said something to me, and I'm like, what? And she goes, I got cancer. It was one of the toughest things I've ever heard in my life.
While 7.5 months pregnant with Lauren, doctors tested a lump in Sara's throat and found it to be cancerous. Decisions were made in the following weeks to induce Sara's labor and have the tumor removed a week after the delivery.
It's hard thinking, a year ago, I can't believe that that's gone already, but you just know that everything's going to work out for the best. But obviously, I worried the most about Lauren. Like, if something were to happen to me, or, I leave these two here, what are they going to do, kind of thing. And I think that's the biggest worry.
Thankfully, Sara and Jason's worries were never realized. After having part of her thyroid removed, the tumor was found to be benign. Today, Sara, Jason, and Lauren are happy and healthy, but cautious as they look out to the road ahead, ever mindful of the experiences that have changed their lives and brought them closer as a family.
There's always going to be things, and that won't be the end of our problems and bumps in the road, I would imagine. But I guess if you're just patient and you have a lot of love between each other and your family, I think it'll all work out in the end.
Bye, honey.
Bye.
Love you. Kathleen. It's 4:15. I'm going to the Tampa Bay game. Bye. Love ya. Yeah, I find that these radio stations are terrible out here. I mean, it was like LA though, like not terrible, but I mean, there's so much to choose from, and you can go an hour trying to find a song. I listen to a little radio for the first about 10 to 12 minutes, and then I go to a little dance music. I don't know, dance music was a big hit in college, so that's what we usually listen to. This is where I get pissed off. Right here. God. When you turn your cocks back, right. I don't know how to fix it. I mean, it's in my manual, but I haven't looked. I'm looking to get a convertible Corvette, so silver with a black top, and hopefully it's all got all the toys to it. Have it be loaded, so yeah, it'll be fun. It's crunch time, and it really is. With the additions with Michael and Alexei, and a great coaching staff, we have a chance to go far, and I think that's what 20 guys in the locker room have to think of right now is what we are capable of doing. Yeah. Here you go, buddy. Thanks, buddy. Got it. Well, here we go, boys. All access with the New York Islanders. You can't put that like that. I smacked his ass. I just did that because he's a new guy. Here's one of those guys I was telling you about, remember? He's a mess. He's a mess.
A couple things about them. Their forecheck, just so we get an idea, that first forward will come hard down here and go right at the puck carrier. Their second forward is right down the wall, so it's unlikely that you're going to be able to turn it up the strong side and see anything. Forwards, it's up to you to try and protect the puck 2-on-2 down low. Don't go away from each other. Don't give it away. Don't guess. If you can own that, if you can own from the top of the circles down, you're going to get a lot of offensive opportunities. D, talk to Ozzy. He's not going to be playing the puck up the walls that much. You have to let him know whether or not he should leave it. And if he's going to leave it, just yell him to leave it. And if not, he's just going to chip it to the corner. He's not going to wire anything up the glass, so you should know that. The biggest thing, the biggest key to the night is, can we go out and play our game for 60 minutes and not worry about who we're playing, what they're doing, what their record is. We have to worry about us, New York Islanders, for 60 minutes. get focused, get prepared, and get prepared to do it for 60 minutes. Come out with high tempo, high enthusiasm, big emotion, and worry about your first shift. And once that's over, worry about your second shift. This is a must for us. A must. Get fired up, get ready to go, and have fun doing it. Teddy, get us going in here, will you?
Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Let's go. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, well, let's go.
We welcome you to New York Islanders hockey tonight from the Coliseum, where tonight it'll be the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Islanders. Chris Osgood is back after missing 3 games. Mark Parrish is back after missing 4 games.
Forgot you were back.
And the Islanders with the Lucky Sevens reunited. With Mark Parrish healthy again. Cullimore now steps into Shawn Bates. And Bates pulled down. There'll be a penalty. Cullimore will go just 22 seconds in. And the Islanders will get the first power play of the night.
Well, I think Bates is getting a penalty too.
Is he going to go for a dive?
Hey, that's a brutal call.
And I agree with it if it is.
That is unbelievable. You kidding me?
As soon as I saw it, I said he took a dive. It looks like, watch what happened. Watch Bates. I mean, both arms went up. I mean, his legs came off the ice.
How about calling for that? Was that bad? He grabbed me, didn't he?
While Bates' penalty didn't cost the Islanders, a lackluster first period did, as Tampa jumped out to a 1-0 lead. But in the second, the Islanders wasted no time in getting on the board.
Peter Laviolette's got to get his team to get a spark here.
Is Mr. to Tchaikovsky, and he scores! Instant exploitation! And a 1-1 tie, 15 seconds into the second period.
Hey, great pass, Izzy. All right. Behind! Behind! Check.
That wasn't open.
What, the Geico sign?
Lidstrom shot the front, they score! Lindgren was there, might have been Max Lindgren to make it change direction.
The only play you got to work on, Terry, when you're coming in, Dave Vandertrack showed me when I played with him in Boston. Use your body, and when you're coming in your backhand, like you watch where his stick is, because he's going to be coming out like this. You put the puck in between his stick, like boom, and then far side. You got to see him do it. It's sick.
47 times, 38 Scotcher, tied by Messe. Dillon with a lead. And here's the point on the breakaway, moves and shoots. He scores! The point is second of the night. The Islanders with their third 4-goal period this year. It was 4-1. It's now 4-2 at the end of 40 minutes.
Still continue our pursuit of a win here, boys. We still got 20 minutes to go here. 20 miles.
I got Izzy. Hey, I got Izzy. No?
Roman Hamrlik sends Tchaikovsky in alone. He shoots. He scores! 2 for Tchaikovsky. 5-2 Islanders.
Ciao.
6:20 to go in the third, and the Islanders up 5-2. Becca scores!
No, wait, don't.
Goal number 6 for the Islanders, and they have opened this thing up. They trailed 1-0 after 1, and now lead it 6-2.
Izzy, player of the game, kid. Player of the game.
Hey, John!
Nice, buddy. Nice game. 2 seconds, Cairns, 2 seconds. Okie.
Good team win, boys. It's a big effort. Good team win. Take tomorrow off and enjoy it. I haven't had a day off in a while here, so
Whole day?
Can we go whole day? Can we go bowling?
The whole day bowling?
The whole day.
Yeah, we heard it here first. We heard it here first. Yeah!
Good.
Wait.
Good for you guys. Go.
I got to skate tomorrow too.
What?
12 o'clock. I got to go speak to our sponsors.
You guys are up. Monday we're at Syosset at 10:30. One win towards your deal. Lap one down. You got 2 to go if you're
I think it's terrible.
Yay!
Good job, guys. Very good. Let's all put there and say hi or say goodbye or whatever. Go ahead, buddy.
I'm not taking this stuff, Ryan. I smell the bug every time I do this.
No, you're good. You're better than
Give me a
that.
second. Stop talking.
Remember the one time you did ESPN 2? Okay, let's get this done. I gotta go.
I hope you guys enjoy the All Access into the Animal House and inside the locker room of the Islanders. I hope you come back and see us sometime.
Take care. Next time on All Access, we get wild with Minnesota.
Stacey Rose is a neat guy, and I don't know if he likes me saying this, but he even wears like body lotion that smells smells good.
Hey.
A lot of guys ride the bike or jump rope or different things, but you gotta have a little skill in your workout.
Gabby! Are we on tape here?
He's a little shy around cameras and stuff like that with his clothes off, but give it some time. You'll see him walking around with no shirt on and his pajamas. That's his attire around the house.
Yeah! Hold on here. Hold on. I'll do it. No! But as long as he does it with me.
For some reason, he loves to walk around with his shirt off, and I don't know why. I don't know how he likes to show off that upper body of his.
If you need some clothes washed, I'm going to show you where to go. That's where you got to go. It's called the washboard. See, it's not as bad as you think.
Pull the rest of it up.
It goes up all the way.
Pull the rest of it up.
It's stuck at the top.
Take the rest
But
of it off.
that's as good as you're gonna get.
Take the rest of it off.
You know what? Why don't you turn the camera around and have Fabio show you what it's like. Hey, Fabio, go ahead. If you want to see someone who looks like he did a swan dive into a carton of milk, just tell him to lift this up and we'll show you. Actually, you know what? We won't start with him. Let's go with this guy. Looks like he swallowed the bowling ball, but he's all right. You know what? See, they don't have what it takes to lift up the shirt, so we're gonna let it slide. We'll let them go on with their lives, and all the ladies will see this later, I'm sure. So, signing off again, I guess. Get out of here. I'll show you my birthday suit after.
This has been a presentation of NHL Productions.